Now back to the developing story on the West Coast. This is radar of Tropical Storm Hilary making its way into Los Angeles.
This storm is dangerous, not just because of the wind, but all the rain it's dumping onto the area. Mike Valerio joins us live from San Diego tonight. Mike.
Marcelino and Cheryl, good evening to you. What a wild day it has been across Southern California. The first time in our history that we ever had a tropical storm warning up and down the coast from San Diego all the way north towards Malibu. An earthquake in the Los Angeles area as we were all starting to batten down here in San Diego. And we are in the tail end of rain bands from Hilary. But look at this rain. Falling horizontally, winds in excess of 50 miles an hour, and we are not done yet.
Tropical Storm Hilary pummeling Baja California, Mexico on Sunday. Heavy rains causing widespread flooding. That storm now taking aim at California. Flood warnings in effect from San Diego up to Los Angeles. And on top of all of this, Southern California rocked by a magnitude 5.1 earthquake Sunday afternoon.
Hundreds of National Guards men and women, 350 that were deployed to 11 counties.
The storm is expected to dump 3 to 6 inches of rain, but some areas could see up to 10 inches. The downpours already triggering mudslides. Debris and mud spilling onto this freeway in Palmdale, just 55 miles north of Los Angeles. And outside San Diego, several huge boulders landing on Interstate 8. Officials warning people to stay off the roads.
It is critical that Angelenos stay safe and stay home unless directed otherwise by safety officials.
Over the weekend, residents scrambling to grab sandbags to protect their homes.
I've lived here for 30 years and it has steadily gotten worse with when we have rain showers and it's backing up from the storm drain.
Crews in the LA area creating walls of sand to block the high tides from reaching buildings and homes along the water. But it's not just the Golden State that will be impacted. Southern Arizona and Nevada also expecting flooding.
We're activating all of our crew to bring supplies, start thinking about shelter positioning and ensuring that we have enough resources for the communities in the area.
So Marcelino and Cheryl, if you can hear me, what has been so wild about this storm? You know, a huge difference from covering a storm on the Gulf Coast back home in Texas is that this is, I'll tell you, it is cold being here. This is a miserable storm because the wind that comes off the Pacific Ocean, this is cold water that we have as soon as you get north of Baja California. It's not like the very warm waters of the Gulf Coast, of waters off of Florida. What we are watching for as the sun is set here in the overnight hours, we're going to be looking at our friends in the desert communities. We're talking about Palm Springs, Coachella, where they have the music festival, Death Valley, north of the Nevada border. It is easier for the coast to handle precipitation like this. We're talking in relative terms here. This is an event the National Weather Service is talking about for the desert communities with rain so intense, you see it right here, that it could alter the geology, rock formations, dry riverbed formations. The flooding that we have seen in our neighbors to the north and east is certainly catastrophic. So for here in San Diego, school canceled for 120,000 kids just to make sure that all the school buildings across the metropolitan area are going to be okay. But we are acutely aware of all the suffering that our friends to the north in the desert have to go through as they have so many more rain bands that are going to cross through that section of California during the evening and overnight hours. But that's the latest reporting from just right next to San Diego Bay. I'm Mike Valerio. Let's send it back home to Texas.
Yeah, Mike, thank you so much. And he brings up a great point. Those cold ocean temperatures, that's actually what helped to weaken Hilary before it made its way to California. So right now, a tropical storm, but rain is the main story. Flood watches and warnings in effect. The highest flooding threat's going to be from the Inland Empire all the way up through Death Valley, up there towards Furnace Creek as we go through the overnight. It's a very weak storm right now. Wind sustained at 45. Weakens to a post-tropical storm as we get into the overnight hours and tomorrow into Nevada. But again, the damage is done. It's really just a tremendous amount of rainfall here piling in from the south.